Hey guys, welcome back to Strike Fighter's Modern Combat. It's your captain speaking here. We're taking out the F-4E 2020 Terminator, which is the starting plane for Turkey, and it came out in December 2017 in the 4th Reinforcement Pack along with Israel. These F-4s were originally delivered in the late 1970s and 80s as USAF F-4E Phantoms under the Peace Diamond 3 and 4 programs, retired USAF ones. Later on, Israeli aerospace industries came and upgraded these Phantoms to carry precision-guided munitions which are quite modern now, such as JDAMs, Paveways, and AGM-65 Mavericks. The cockpit even gets the same multifunction displays that you find in F-16s and FA-18s, and the EL/M2032 radar. With obsolete wiring removed, its weight also gets reduced, therefore improving its maneuverability. So long as your payload's not too heavy, and the aircraft would also be maneuverable, and in some cases it has similar maneuverability to an F-15, but because the thrust-to-weight ratio is worse, the maneuvering energy retention of this aircraft is still not as good as the F-15. So with that said, and without further ado, let's dive into the cockpit of this aircraft, be my WSO on the back, and we're going to be reviewing this aircraft in air-to-air and air-to-ground capabilities in 2 missions. Mission number 1 is a fighter sweep mission, and we spotted some Greek Air Force F-16s, and I'm turning right to engage them right now. I'm going to lock on one of my AIM-7Fs into them, but he starts firing, and I fire back with my AIM-7. Even though I have more difficult enemies, it will suppress him, and he'll surely evade that missile using his flares. I'm going to, since these other F-16s are right in my sights, I'm going to target one of them, and I shoot them down. I'm also going to target that F-16. I get my perfect gun solution on him. Those were kills number 1 and number 2 of this mission. Energy management is really important in the F-4E 2020 Terminator to make up for the less than average maneuvering energy retention of this aircraft. So I'm going to rush in and take out the F-16s if I have a good opportunity to without losing too much of my energy. And I see that these F-16s are coming, and I still have over 500 knots, so I have a good amount of energy. And I tried to pull a deflection, but unfortunately they did not evade. And I'm just gonna go faster, and I'll let my allies take care of the F-16s that are incoming towards me. And I pull back on the F-16s that are still not yet engaged. They seem like they're returning to base, and then I'm gonna shoot down both of them. I'm gonna get a pretty good gun solution on this F-16, and I shoot him down. Pretty good snapshot over there. This F-16 accelerated, but it's too late, and he also got killed. So now I have 4 kills total. And now there's a new wave of F-16s that are to my right. My 1 o'clock. They'll be at by 12 o'clock now, and I'm going to shoot them. But they started going for my allies, and I'm going to start launching horsepowers to improve my plane's performance and remove the drag from them. And then I use this Sidewinder on this F-16 on the right to suppress him, and I'm gonna go head on for one of these F-16s, and I get my 5th kill in this mission. And here's another thing, I go high, go vertical, so I can store my energy, and these F-16s have a very large turn radius, and they're going down low, so their turn radius is now wider because they're faster. And here I get a perfect deflection shot head on, and that F-16 misses, and I get my 6th kill. Because I'm getting really slow right now and those F-16s are above me, I'm gonna lose energy, so I break off my attack and I want to go to low altitude. This F-4E 2020 Terminator is very good at low altitudes. In slope terrain maps and in high maps like Iran and Lebanon, it's not as good because you're fighting high above sea level and you've already lost some engine power. Compared to the more modern engines of 4th generation fighters, you're not going to maneuver as well, and you're not going to retain speed as well. So fortunately this is a low altitude map, and I also get that F-16 there, which is my 7th kill. And I'm going vertical again because I'm going to start striking the F-16. And here I almost get a solution, but he was shooting me, so fortunately I did not pull more elevator because he could have possibly killed me. And here's another opportunity. I had to shoot that F-16, but I did not pull deflection properly. And then, yeah, I have to I'm at my quarter speed right now, but I don't want to loop to get below that because I'll be a sitting duck. And here's another F-16 I find as an opportunity. 8 kill because he was fast and he turned wide. And there are even more F-16s all over me now. I'm going to try my best to get deflection shots, and I critically damaged that F-16, so it will probably be an easier target that I may be able to take out later on. Now that F-16 got critically damaged, and I'm going to pull afterburner, and I'm going to pull towards him so I can finally get a deflection shot on him. He's critically damaged, so he's really slow now. Now he's going to be turning towards me, and I get the deflection shot on him. He wasn't too fast. And one of the F-16s launched a missile on me. Now, flares would have been a good option here, but I did a barrel roll and I barely evaded that missile. I was already in a low energy state. That F-16 is going head on to me, but I yawed a little too much here and I missed that kill. So that prevented me from getting a double ace here. I got 9 kills, and if I actually didn't yaw too much, I would have gotten the 10th kill. Mission number 2 is an air interdiction mission over Ukraine, and we're already being attacked by an S-300 missile over here, so I'm diving down to evade it and stop that radar from tracking me. Unlike the S-400, this thing is faster, but it needs to be constantly guided by radar. It's not active homing, unlike the S-400's missiles. And then there's a flight of 4 Su-27s that has appeared to my 11 o'clock, and I'm going to turn left to start meeting them in a joust, in a head-on attack. But unfortunately, one of those Su-27s started firing the R-77 at me, and I'm going to time it until the last possible moment, and I evaded 4 missiles, all of which were fired from the formation like 1 and 3 simultaneously. So I'm gonna climb now to attack those Su-27s head-on, and I fire my gun here, and I also take out the second and third one. So that's 300 points, and I was pretty lucky at that I didn't get hit. The other Su-27 fired a missile at me, but I deployed a flare in time. And you can see why this plane is going to be really, really effective if you're skilled enough. See, those HM-65 Mavericks at closer range, they are getting really fast, and I am able to take out the vast majority of the anti-aircraft defenses that are near that convoy. And here I climb to deploy flares again, so I can evade the missile fired by either the Panzer or Tunguska. And this Tunguska, which is in front of the convoy, I also snipe it with my rockets. I snipe it from afar because the Tunguska is much more accurate than all the other anti-aircraft defenses along with the Panzer in the game. Also, snipe that one. And there's another Tunguska behind the convoy, so I'm gonna snipe that as well. Like, I'm rolling and my aircraft is drifting towards that Tunguska until the crosshair lines up with it. And I see all those Tunguskas and Panzers and Shokas got destroyed. Now I'm closing in on the S-300 SAM site. I'm going to be zigzagging and coming from an angle to confuse the missile's guidance. And my ECM really helps here because if I didn't have ECM, that missile will keep firing at me missile after missile. If one missile misses, it will immediately launch another one. And then these Tunguskas again, they're firing from farther, but I'm already firing my rockets ahead, and I was able to narrowly evade them while still destroying nearly the entire SAM site except for one launcher. There's these MiG-35s that are also chasing me. I can't turn fight them or dogfight with them, so it's not worth killing my energy trying to pull a reversal on them because they can outrun and outturn me. Fortunately, they're not launching a missile on me yet, and I have to destroy this convoy, which is the most important mission objective if I am to succeed in this mission and get the most points, which will be really nice, and you will definitely see it here. So that convoy is now in my sights, and I'm going to start firing off my rockets. Now I shoot off these rockets, and for some reason I miss. Maybe it's the parallax, or maybe I'm just not aiming as well, or they added some some projectile drop in the rockets, and I got hit by the 30mm cannon, so I got startled and I was not able to kill the last vehicle. but this is a pretty good result considering the very dire circumstances I was in during this mission, and those MiG-35s fired R-77s at me, and I'm gonna be able to survive by deploying flares again. And we have the mission accomplished. What do I think of this aircraft? This plane not only lives up to its name once, but twice. This video is made in 2020, and the aircraft has 2020 in its name. Not only that, it went up against the best Russian AA NSAMs that you can face in this game, including Pantsirs, Tunkaskas, and Shilkas, and that S300 PMU. And it terminated all of them along with the entire convoy. Actually, almost entirely terminated them. Let me know what future aircraft in Strike Fighter's Modern Combat you would like to see me fly, and what are your thoughts on this aircraft in the comments section. Thanks for being my WSO today, and see you all next time.